as the sun slowly sets into the west. It's 5:30 and time to play the capital city's game show. Welcome now the host of WePlay Baton Rouge, Pat Shingleton.
Gorgeous day out there, huh? Thank you. Welcome to WePlay Baton Rouge. Now, if you're wondering what happened, it was such a gorgeous day. I was out there smelling the tulips, and bam, bee hit me right in the nose. Believe that one? April Fools. Welcome to WePlay Baton Rouge. This is the game show made in your backyard with people that may have been in your backyard. Now, the best way to get the game going is explain the rules. And the concept and what we have for the game is that contestant reaching the studios of TV2 first, that is the winner. Here's what we do. Offer a lot of categories in our game board. They'll randomly spin, and when they stop, our contestants then pick a specific category, such as buildings, music, and people. Now, after they pick the category, I, in turn, ask them a question. When they correctly answer that question, they move across a series of streets. You all know where Jefferson Highway is, or College, or Acadian, Park, and East. And on this side, we have Perkins, Lee, Stanford, Dalrymple, and Texas Street. And once again, that contestant reaching the studios of TV2 first, right here on Highland Road, well, that's the winner. We have a real good group tonight. It's professional night. Here's Gary King to tell us about it. Gary?
Pat, our first contestant tonight on Professional Night is an architect with Cajun Contracting and Engineering. He enjoys photography, cooking, running, and leaping over car fenders.
Leaping over car fenders?
A big welcome to Gene Carter.
Hi, Gene. Hi, Gene. Good to see you. How's everything going? Have a seat there. How's everything going?
Real good.
Uh-oh. Gene, you got some plans with you. You're not going to redesign the set, are you?
Well, not today. I've been thinking about it, though.
How's everything going?
Real fine.
It's going good with Cajun Contractors?
Real fine.
Okay, now you get out there and you design all the buildings and all the highways and byways, right?
Well, that's right, Pat. We're involved. I'm involved in the architectural division at Cajun. We do a lot of design, build, commercial work for the company.
Well, let me ask you something. Do you guys design the potholes, too, that are in some of those roads?
You've been to our office, right?
Good contestant going against you. Who do we have? Gary King.
As an architect, Pat, Gene does the roadways, and this contestant does the x-rays. A radiologic technologist from Earl K. Long Hospital. He enjoys photography and jumping over car fenders. From Red Oak Drive, here's Chris Johnson.
Hi, Chris. How you doing today? Good to see you. You know, you never know on WePlay Baton Rouge. You know, the competition gets so hot here that you guys might get in a fight, so you can give him all the x-rays after we're over with. What do you think of that?
That's a good idea.
How's things at Earl K?
Fine.
It's going all right for you?
Yeah, stay busy. Stay busy.
Hey, that's what counts. Well, tell everyone out there we said hello.
Okay.
All right. We start our game with a coin toss. That begins the categories and the movement of the game and everything going on. And we're going to have the coin toss for you, but first, these messages, that's right, especially for you. We flip the coin to start the game on WePlay Baton Rouge. Whoever calls heads or tails, the winner of the coin toss has the option of either taking the first question or moving across a series of streets. So let's go ahead and take that coin toss. Chris, why don't you go ahead and call it?
Head.
Okay, it is tails. You have the option of taking the first question or moving across the streets, and you've opted to?
Pat, I'd like to take the first question.
Okay, you're okay right here then, Chris?
Thank
Hey, folks, we're all ready. Round one on WePlay Baton Rouge. Let's go get them. We begin the game by offering numerous categories in our game board. That game board will rapidly mix and scramble all of those categories, and when it stops after about 5 or 6 seconds, it'll lock in. The contestant takes the category and we ask them a question. So it's your turn. Why don't we go ahead and roll them right there. Gene, let's see what happens as we begin round one. Here we find sports, television, and history.
I'd like to try television.
Okay, let's see what we have under television for the first question in round one. Originally cast as Indiana Jones, Chris, Tom Selleck had a role because he had to refuse this particular role because he'd signed to star in another TV series. He now stars as a Vietnam veteran turned Hawaiian private eye. What's his name, or what is the name of the show?
Hawaii Five-0?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Now, according to our rules, Chris, you can take this particular question, or we'll send you back to the game board for another category.
I'll take the question, Pat.
Okay, once again, he was originally cast as Indiana Jones. Tom Selleck had to refuse the role because he had signed to star in another TV series. Well, he now stars as a Vietnam veteran turned Hawaiian private eye. What's his name in the show, or what is the name of the show?
Magnum P.I.
That's right, and you have Jefferson. Okay, it's back to Gene, heading for Perkins. Let's see what happens. The categories are scrambling again, Gene. And if you don't get this one, the Cajun engineers might be putting you out on the street. Products, buildings, and the mixed bag.
I'd be crazy if I wouldn't try buildings.
Okay, that's exactly right. Let's see what we have for buildings. In Baton Rouge, the President-Governor's Mansion, Gene, has 2, 3, or 4 kitchens.
Has 2 kitchens.
That's
Pat.
exactly right. You're on Perkins. It rains an awful lot. There's a lot of rain in the kitchen down at the Governor's Mansion because they're down there cooking up a storm. Now it's back over to Chris. Oh, he's on Jefferson heading for college. The categories are rapidly moving around again, and where they stop, you'll have an opportunity to pick universities or history, or we have music.
I'll try history, please.
Okay, let's see what we have this time under history. Kay Summersby. Kay Summersby was the personal driver of a famous American general in World War II. This general later became President of the United States. Name the man Kay Summersby chauffeured.
Eisenhower.
That's exactly right, and you have College Drive. Gene Carter's locked in on Perkins, heading for Lee. Let's throw those categories around one more time and see what they have to offer this time. Here we have universities again, Gene, and history and music.
Let me try universities, Pat.
Okay, let's see what we have this time under universities. Here's the question. The football stadium out at LSU serves 2 functions, as the school's football stadium and also as another facility. Can you name for Lee Drive the other facility, Gene?
Men's housing or dormitory?
That's an acceptable answer, and you have Lee Drive. It's definitely a men's dormitory, and I'll tell you what we're going to do right now. Gene Carter locked in on Lee. Chris, you're on college heading for Acadian. And we are tied up right now, but we're going to be back after we take care of a little bit of business. Thank you very much. Welcome back. We're heading into round 2 on WePlay Baton Rouge. And we might change the name up to We Get Nervous on Baton Rouge. Not really. Chris is on college. He's heading for Acadian. And what about, your name was Gene. I'm sorry, Gene Carter. You're on Lee, heading for Stanford. We're coming into round 2, folks, now on WePlay Baton Rouge. And whose turn is it? It is Chris's, right? We're going to scramble the categories. Is that correct, Bob Jolly? We're going to scramble those categories again, see what they have to offer. PRODS, products, new category. Just in this today was comics, and we have words.
I'll take comics.
Okay,
Pat.
let's see what we have this time under comics. Here is your question, Chris. The Skypat Apartments. Skypat Apartments were the home of this cartoon series. The members of the family were George, Jane, Judy, and Elrod. What was the name of this cartoon series?
The Jetsons.
The Jetsons is right, and we're heading to Acadia. Okay, let's head back over now to Gene. You're on Lee. You're looking at Stanford. Let's run them around there again and mix them up and see what happens to pop up this time. Products, comics, and words.
Let me try products,
Okay,
Pat.
let's see what we have this time under products. You've heard of the finger-licking good product called Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now, this is a multiple choice question. You have a possibility of 4 answers here, Gene. How many herbs and spices are there in Kentucky Fried Chicken? Is there 15, 5, 11, or 8?
Is it 11 herbs
That's
and spices?
exactly right. It's 11 herbs and spices, and you are on Stanford. I go there all the time. I stop there all the time, and I'll tell you what, I've looked at that chicken, I've tried to count all those 11 herbs, and you know what? I only get to 9. I wonder what the other 2 are. They must be the secret ingredients. It's back to you, Chris. You're on Acadia, and you're looking for Park. Let's randomly run them around there again and see what we have to offer this time. Here we have products. BLDS, folks, is Gene's favorite, buildings, and the mixed bag. Kind of a mixed-up combination there of a lot of questions.
I'll try a mixed bag.
Okay, let's see what we have this time under the old mixed bag. Under the mixed bag, it is the burial place of 2 United States presidents, William Howard Taft and John F. Kennedy. Joe Louis is also buried there. And can you name this historic spot for Park?
No, I can't think of it right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Once again, we go back over to you, Gene. You can answer this question, or you can go to the board again.
I'd like to choose another category.
Okay, we'll go to the category. The answer to that question, folks, is Arlington National Cemetery, where only 2 U.S. presidents, William Howard Taft, John F. Kennedy, and Joe Louis, are now buried. Let's go back to the game board for you again, Gene. Randomly run them around, and let's see what happens. Here we have universities again, history and music.
Let me try universities.
Okay,
Pat.
let's see what we have this time under universities. Under universities, here's the question. Faculty and staff on the main campus of LSU number under 3,000, close to 3,000, or over 5,000.
Is it over 3,000, Pat?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Back over to you, Chris. You can take this question and we'll head back to the game board.
I'd like to go back to the game board.
Okay, the answer to that, it's over 5,000 faculty and staff are on the campus of LSU. Let's go back there again and run them around. Let's see what happens as we continue on WePlay Baton Rouge. Buildings is up again. Chris, music or people?
I'll try people, please.
All right, let's see what we have this time under the old people category. Under people, here's the question. Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, he was an All-American from the University of Colorado. With the Pittsburgh Steelers, he led in rushing his rookie year. He's a Rhodes Scholar. What's his full name?
I'm afraid I don't know that one either.
Okay, it's back over to you, Gene. Pick up the question or go back to the board.
Pat, I think I'm going to go to the board.
Okay, let's give the answer to that. Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, an All-American from the University of Colorado, played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, led in rushing that year. How about you people at home? You know that? That's right. His name was Byron Whizzer White. Now, Byron played, as I remember, with the University of Colorado. He was the only Justice, too, that played without a helmet. Let's go back to the game board for you, Gene. Run them around again and see what we have to offer this time. Here's products in the new category, comics and words.
Pat, I think I'm going to stick with products again.
Okay, let's see what products has to offer this particular time. Oil was discovered in Louisiana in 1901. Name the Louisiana city where the black gold was first found.
Lafayette.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Back over to you, Chris. You can give it an X-ray with your X-ray vision eyes on this question, or go back to the game board.
I'd like to go back to the board, please.
Okay, the answer, folks, oils. Did I say oils? Actually, it's only oil. Now, you see, oils is a bunch of oil, but oil was discovered in Louisiana in 1901. Oil was my uncle, Uncle Oil. Name the Louisiana city where the black gold was found. The answer, Jennings, Louisiana. It was in Jennings. Let's go back for you, Chris. Run them around there again and see what happens. We see Louisiana's L.A., not Los Angeles. We see people and we see sports. What looks good today?
I'll try Louisiana.
Okay, let's see what we have this time under old Louisiana. Here's your question, Chris. You're on Acadian heading for Park. What Louisiana village in Ouachita Parish went from a thriving population to a ghost town in 1907, then boomed again in 1919, only to decline once more to the small village it is today? Can you name this village?
Natchitoches?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Not only that, it's a lousy guess, but it's back. I'm just kidding. Who am I? I'm sitting here with all the questions like I know all the answers. We can go back to you with this question, or you can go to the game board again.
Pat, I think I'm going to go to the game board.
Hey, I don't blame you, because I don't know the answer. I'm glad it's written on here. Once again, it was a Louisiana village that did real well, and then it was a ghost town in 1907, boomed again in 1919. The answer is Schwartz. Schwartz. Do you know where Schwartz is?
Yeah, boo.
I don't write them, folks. I just read them. You're up again, Gene. Okay, settle down. Oh, we spooked the herd. That's the janitors here. They really get mad when we do that stuff. Okay, hey, clean up, you guys. We'll get back to you later. Back to the game board. Let's run them around again and see what they have to offer this time. Once again, Los Angeles. No, Louisiana. That's Louisiana, people in sports. What looks good there, Gene?
Let me try Louisiana.
Okay, let's see what we have this time under Louisiana. James J. Audubon, he was a tutor to Eliza Perry for 4 months in 1821. Now, while there, he used his free time to roam the woods and study nature. He found specimens for many of the pictures in his Birds of America. What plantation are we talking about where this was done?
On the tip of my tongue. Is it Oakland?
That's right, and you have Dalrymple. It sure is Oakley. James Audubon, very good. James J. Audubon, while he was there, he used his free time to roam the woods and study nature. Listen, Gene Carter's Dalrymple heading to Texas. When he crosses over Highland, he could reach the studios of TV2 as the winner. And what about Chris? He's certainly not out of the game either. He's heading for Park, then to East, then over the studios of over Highland to studios of Channel 2. And we're going to be right back. But first, these messages, so stay with us.
If you'd like to be a contestant on WePlay Baton Rouge, send your name, address, phone number, and occupation to Pat Shingleton, 619 Jefferson Highway, Baton Rouge, 7806. Now back to more of WePlay Baton Rouge. Here's Pat.
Thanks very much, Gary King. Pretty good game going tonight, folks, with the professional people, the radiologist against the architect, and we have Chris heading for Park right now. And you're locked in on Dalrymple. We're going over Texas. The categories will scramble again. Chris, it's your turn. Let's see what happens on round 3 of WePlay Baton Rouge. There we have Louisiana, people and sports.
I'll try people.
Okay, let's see what we have this time under the old people category. Here is the question. She was the founder of the women's suffrage movement. Her portrait is depicted on the $1 coin, the first real woman to appear on a U.S. coin. Who is she?
Susan B. Anthony.
That's exactly right, and you have Park. Okay, now it's back over to Gene. Looking at Texas Street, these categories are running around again. Let's see what happens. Sports is up there, so is television, and we have history.
Cross my fingers with TV.
All right, let's see what we have under television. You're on Dalrymple, now heading for Texas, and here is your question. Actor Gary Busey was the last person to die in a TV Western series that was one of the longest-running shows in history. Can you name this television Western series for Texas Street?
I can't.
Okay, you can take this question right here, Chris, or go back to the game board.
I'll go back to the game board.
Okay, the answer to that question, folks, is the longest television-running Western series is Gunsmoke, which actor Gary Busey was the last person to die in that particular episode. Okay, let's run them around again. You're heading for East, both tied up, just 2 blocks to go in the game. And we have products, we have buildings, and we have the mixed bag.
I'll try product.
Okay, let's see what we have this time under products. Under products, here's the question. George Bunning, a druggist, manufactured a skin cream for sunburn that, quote, knocked out eczema. George named the cream because of that name. This well-known product is a popular cleansing facial cream. Can you name it for East Street?
Esoterica?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Back to you, Gene. Take the question or head to the game board.
I think I'm going to go to the game board.
Okay, the answer to that, it knocks out eczema, Noxzema. Noxzema. Back to the game board. Let's run them around. Gene's heading for Texas now on Dalrymple, and let's see what happens here. Products, buildings, and the mixed bag.
Let me try buildings, Pat.
Okay, here we go again, once again, in the building category. The historic Mrs. Clifford H. King home near the downtown section of Baton Rouge was used by the Union Army during the Civil War for what purpose?
Was it an infirmary?
We got to go to the judges on that particular question. That is an acceptable answer. You have Texas. The answer, folks, was hospital or infirmary. Texas Street, 1 to go. Back over to you. Let's scramble those categories and see what happens for Chris. Run them around there again as we'll continue to move on the play of the game. Universities, history, and music. What looks good there, Chris?
I'll try music.
Okay, let's see what we have under music. And here is... I can't find the music. The other question. This singer sang Mule Train, the themes from Rango, Rawhide, and the Misadventures of Sheriff Lobo, and the Manhandler Soup songs. His last name is Lane. What is his first name? I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Back to you, Gene. You can take this question, move over Highland, win the game, or go back to the game board.
Pat, I'd like to go back to the game board.
Okay,
please.
let's go back. It was Frankie Lane. Frankie Lane. Let's go back to the game board and run them around again, and let's see what happens this time. Here we have buildings, music, and people.
I'm going to try and head in with buildings.
All right, here's buildings once again. Under the question of buildings, known as one of the city's oldest supper clubs, it was located between Baton Rouge and New Orleans and takes its name from a famous Southern general who later became president. It was a lodge. What was it called? Answer this question. You can move over Highland then.
Between Baton Rouge and New Orleans?
That's right. It was located between Baton Rouge and New Orleans. We'll repeat it again. It takes the name from a famous Southern general who later became president. What is the name of this lodge?
I don't know, Pat.
I'm sorry. Go back over to Chris. You can take the question or head to the game board.
I'll go to the game board.
Okay, Old Hickory Lodge. Old Hickory Lodge. Let's go back over there and run them around again. You're heading for east now on parks. Certainly not out of the game, Chris. Universities, history, and music.
I'll try universities, please.
Okay, under universities, let's see what we have this time. Here's the question. The Morrill or Land Grant Act, which President Abraham Lincoln signed in 1862, first established a certain type of school. This act set aside grants of land for their support. What type of school is it for East Street?
I don't know.
Okay, back over to Gene. Take the question, Gene, or go to the game board.
Pat, I wouldn't touch that question.
Okay, the answer is the agricultural mechanical art schools, which they do have at LSU. Back to the game board, Gene. Let's see what happens as those categories continue to run around. We have products, we have buildings, and we have the mixed bag.
I'm going to try buildings one more time.
Okay, let's see what we have this time under the old buildings. When it opened in 1927, folks, Sid Grauman, to make his theater unique, decided to preserve and cement the handprint and footprints of movie stars in the expansive forecourt. Can you name this famous Hollywood building? Answer it and win the game, or it goes back to Chris.
Is it the Chinese Theater?
That's exactly right, Grauman's Chinese Theater, and you are a winner today. I'm going to blow this dude. I blow my brains out every time that happens. Hey, Chris, you hung right in there. One more street, not bad. Excellent game. And to you, I'll talk to you in a second, but we're going to give something to Chris right now. Never go home a winner, or a loser on WePlay Baton Rouge. We want you to take a look at this monitor right here because we have a real nice gift for you. What do we have, Gary King?
For our consolation prize tonight, you'll receive this radiant Andre Cheval watch. Yes, this 12-diamond watch includes 17 jewel movement enhanced by 12 shimmering diamonds from Wilson's, with showrooms conveniently located across the Sun Belt and in Cortana Mall and Village Square in Baton Rouge. What America wants most costs less at Wilson's. Retail value of this gift, $175.
Good. Excellent game there, Chris. I got to turn over here a second and say hello to Gene. Gene, Grauman's Chinese Theater was the category. As the winner today, have you ever been to Paris? Well, we're not going to send you there, believe me. But we are going to send you someplace else, I think. Here's Gary King once again. Gary, tell us what we have for Gene.
We're sending you first to the book, Wilson's book, because what America wants most costs less at Wilson's. And from the book, you'll receive this exquisite Andre Cheval dress watch. Now, you're going to need this magnificent timepiece to make it to the New Orleans International Airport on time because we're sending you and your guests to Houston, Texas. American International Travel provides the round-trip airfare on Republic Airlines. Republic, joining more of America than any other airline. In Houston, you'll enjoy 2 nights at the luxurious Sheraton Town and Country, Houston's newest entertainment complex. All from American International Travel here in Baton Rouge, handling all of your travel needs near and far. Total retail value of these gifts, $469.50.
All you have to do is hang on the wing. No, I'm just kidding. American International Travel handles that. 2 great contestants, an excellent game. Gentlemen, thanks for being with us. Stay right there. I'll be talking about you. I got to say hello here real quick. Folks, thanks for joining us again. 5:30 every Saturday, we get together here on TV2 for WePlay Baton Rouge. So join us next Saturday. This is Pat Shingleton reminding you, no matter what game you're playing, you play it the best you can. Thanks for being with us, and bye-bye for now. Good game, Chris. You guys did all right.
Eyewitness News is up next. And join us next Saturday when